Good morning, everyone. So today we're back out here again at this big oak tree, and what do you know? It didn't dismantle itself any further than what we did yesterday, overnight on its own. So I guess we'll just pick up where we left off. I did remember to get my drill this morning that I got specifically for use with the GRCS. So I'll show you that here in a second. Alrighty, so I got ourselves a Makita 36 volt with 2 batteries. It's got 2 18-volt batteries on it. 2-speed, bi-directional, nice metal chuck. Just seemed about the best thing I could find for this. I found a couple other people had used this and had really good success with it, so I decided it was a good purchase. Anyhow, I got a little adapter for our winch. So it doesn't latch on like the handle does, so you just kind of stick it in there. And one direction is fast, and you just flip directions. And it's a slow mode on the winch. This drill has 2-speed gearbox on it too. I don't think we'll be using first gear or second gear at all, but definitely be using first gear. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that just seems way too fast. Oh mama, that seems way too fast. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is going to finish up this piece of wood here that we left off with yesterday. And we'll just put the GRCS on the end there and tip it right up so there's no shock loading on things. It'll be nice and gentle and pretty easy. Very predictable, just the way we like it. Okay, go ahead and put that in the quarter wrap. Okay. Alrighty, go ahead and stand her up there, Elisha. Go the slow way first, just so we're not going too fast here till we get the hang of that thing. Look at that. Yep. Okay, stop. Alright, it stood straight up and my hinge still didn't break. I'm just gonna cut it off. There she goes. Okay, you can go ahead and let that down, Elisha. Yeah. On down with it. Nice work. Alrighty, gang, so we got ourselves another one tied up here. We got 2 legs of rope going to it. Pretty high and spread out and far out, just to keep things, of course, at a minimal. So this one, I really want to be able to stand this one straight up. This one's in the way, so we're going to swing it out of here, keep it nice and flat. Don't really have to, but that's about the easiest and quickest way to get it out of here in one big piece. So that's what we're going to do here. I am going to throw a tagline on it. I forgot to do that, so maybe the boys down there can send me up that yellow rope. Put a tagline on it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and have this, we're going to hinge this and try to have this hinge hang on as long as possible. Once we make the back cut, it's going to start to swing out down around here, and it's going to get progressively lower as it swings. So we're going to want to angle our hinge down a little bit. And that's mostly due to the severe rope angle that we have here. So we got plenty of vertical space, that's not a problem. We pre-tensioned it with the GRCS a little bit to get everything we could out of it. And we'll just swing it off of here and then lower it down. There she goes. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, very good. You can go ahead and let that down now, Elisha. Okay, you can come down with it. There we go. Whoa, hold on. I need to be able to keep up with my climb line here, so if something goes wrong, I don't die. Okay, go ahead. Elevator to the top. Okay, stop for a second, Elisha. Now put the drill on the fast speed, like that knob on the bottom of it. Certainly easier than climbing. Okay, stop. I'm at a point where we're not good rope angle. Okay, go ahead and get your drill set back up to where it was. Alrighty, so this is going to be about the biggest limb I've taken with the GRCS, and probably about the biggest limb I will take, I think. Without something like the Enforcer or some sort of scales to know exactly where we're at, this is plenty big. So, I don't think I don't know. It's definitely over 1,000 pounds. There's no doubt about that. Probably not close to 2,000, but it's plenty long. So, I'm probably not going to cut a hinge. I'm probably going to make. Oh no, I will. It'll just be really narrow because I want this for sure to break off well before it. Not well before, but I guess before it stands all the way up. So, anyhow. Alrighty, go ahead and pull that out of there. Look at that. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, stop there. I think we still got a couple hinge fibers holding on. There she goes. Looky that. There's no way in 100 years they would have rigged that piece out of there conventionally. That's awesome. Yeah, come down gentle with it. I wouldn't take any more off of that thing than you have to. Try to keep it off the hostel. Nice. Watch out, Joel. Joel, you should be watching this, not testing probably. Alright, we got ourselves one that's in nice close proximity to the house. Our rope isn't pulling straight up like we'd like it. It's pulling off to the side a little bit, so there's a chance that the hinge will want to break out, but there's not a lot of weight in this. It's been trimmed heavily before, and so it's mostly just this log with a bunch of Epicormic sprouts on it. So I have good faith in it. We'll aim the hinge in the direction of the rope, so that way the rope is not fighting the hinge and giving it more reason to break, and we'll see how she goes. ahead and take that full throttle until I tell you to stop. Stop. So on that one, I didn't make enough of I didn't make my notch wide enough, and so it broke the hinge too early. It would have stood up further and been less violent if we would have broke the hinge a little bit later in the process. So that's okay. That's not good. Nope, keep going. Okay, you can come down with that. So I think part of the reason that happened is maybe because I made my bottom cut here, the back cut, below the face cut. I'm not 100% sure. The hinge was a little fat, but maybe that was part. Maybe it was combined. The two things combined kind of made it start to split like that. Either way, not ideal. Okay, we got ourselves way out over the house here, which definitely was the one that was the closest to the house out of any of them. We should have to probably pass the center of the house there. We've got this addition on the back of the house that we're way out over. And so, I don't know if it's probably 40 feet out here maybe. Maybe not quite, maybe only 30. I don't know, something like that. Anyhow, we're going to take this in two pieces. Because the rope is over here, not directly in line with the limb, there's going to be a little force pulling it that way. So the biggest thing is that we get it high enough before the hinge breaks in order that it doesn't swing around and hit the wires or swing down and hit the roof. So it's going to be a little bit of a risky pick, but it's either that or take this apart in tiny little pieces and toss it down to somebody on the roof, and that would take forever. So we will do this. Okay, are you ready? Okay, when I say go, give it full throttle and I'll tell you to stop. Alrighty, we pre-tensioned that perfectly because it didn't pinch us all and it didn't move. So that's exactly what we wanted. So go ahead and go, Elisha. Uh-oh. Oh, it worked out. It worked out. Okay, go ahead and pull on that. I made my cut in the wrong spot. That was not good. It'll be okay. Not what I wanted. Nice. Perfect. Alrighty, we're back up in the tree here, right next to our rigging point, or tie-in point. It's a little bit breezy, so I hope you're not getting too much wind noise, but certainly makes it more comfortable today. We've got plenty of room, vertical space to swing this big old top out of here, so that's exactly what we're going to do. that. Okay, go ahead and go until I tell you to stop. Now we're committed, keep going. Yep. Nice. Kaboom. So I noticed a lot of these ones I've been feeling not super confident about. I've been doing a little bit shorter. I haven't been getting the rope out as far on them, and they've been hanging level. And if I had to guess, that's probably less than ideal as far as the way that we're pulling up on things. We'd like to be out past the balance point for that. It's been working okay, but not super great. It is nice in the fact that it doesn't take up as much vertical space when it's hanging there. So I'd say it's handy. Okay, I'm going to try and push it off of here. Got to do a wee bit more cutting. Oh, the wind's fighting me. Say what? Yeah, just hold it. Here it comes. Whew. Baby, that was a ride.